So I've been thinking a lot about my love pains recently, and I feel like that's been the biggest issue of my life. It would seem to be for me is just my relationship issues, and I can't. It's been like almost a year since my ex, really my only ex, broke up with me, and unfortunately, it does seem like I'm still thinking about it. I'm still pondering it. It's not like I'm really thinking about her so specifically. I'm just thinking of like the circumstances that led to her breaking up with me. It wasn't just a breakup. And it just feels like now it's just sort of dissolved into just the overall satanic shittiness of my life. It's just one of those things where it just felt so nightmarish and hellish. And I kind of was walking today and thought of an analogy to really use for this kind of thing. But I mean, what really happened is that, it was really my first relationship, and I just waited so damn long and tried so hard and thought, well, this is just something I'm not getting, like it happens for other people, but just not for me. It's just not going to eventuate. But then it did last year for 6 months, and then something occurred. We basically had an argument, and she broke up with me. That's really it. Just happened that quickly. It was just 100% sudden. Even though we'd had a conversation once about not a really serious one, but I guess we were talking seriously about like what we'd have to do to make each other want to break up with each other. And she was saying stuff like, well, you'd have to cheat on me, you'd have to like kill someone, you'd have to rape someone, you'd have to, do something bad with a kid, like these kinds of things. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Well, I think I'm set then. I think, I'm not going to be going through with like any of this kind of stuff. But ultimately, no, it turned out probably 2 months after that, she did end up breaking up with me over just an argument that we had, I just was telling her that I didn't like something that she said. I felt that she had disrespected me, and I don't know, I guess I must have seemed angry. I wasn't absolutely having a go at her and yelling at her and like calling her names and this kind of thing, but I mean, I guess she was just dealing with some health problems at the time, and she just thought, oh, well, I can't deal with this, like, we're breaking up now, bye-bye. I was just, whoopsie daisy. I was promised so much, and I just felt like, ultimately, I didn't read the fine print or whatever. I just didn't, I felt like I just got overly punished, And it makes me think that, well, there are people in other relationships that just do much worse. They do cheat. They cheat. They see other people. They see hookers, Maybe they do. They end up beating up people or killing people or whatever. That sort of thing. I mean, let's just take it back to like, cheating, yeah. And then they kind of manage to get through it, And I mean, that's something that even I think, that would be testing my limits, but oh, well, whatever. But for me, it was just a much more minor thing. And it just sucks that that's to occur after I'd been single, my whole life for just so damn long. And it just seems like, unlike other people, I've waited so long for this, and unlike other people, I get overly punished for, I don't know, getting a little too angry when I speak my mind. Oh, fuck, well, I'm gonna have to be extra careful next time then, shall I? And it made me think of this analogy that it's like I went to prison when I was like, let's say 18 years old, so I'm not a juvie. I go to prison for like a crime I didn't even commit. I'm there for like 12, 14 years. I finally get out. I'm like, oh, I'm finally out of prison. I managed to get through on my parole. Hell yes. I'm out in the free world for 6 months. And then I get caught like doing one little tiny thing, like breaking parole, just, being in the wrong spot, just being in the wrong place, I'm like, oh, whoops, I didn't even know that was wrong for me, And it's like they didn't even tell me that I couldn't do that, I couldn't do that. They literally didn't even tell me. But now, I'm back in the slam, and now, I only had that 6 months of freedom. That's all I get, I tried to do the right thing, but I tried to not do anything bad, But back in the slammer for me, I mean, other criminals, they can go out and just beat up people and murder and like rob other people and mug them and everything, and maybe they'll be able to get away with it because God smiles on them. God lets the criminals get away. He lets the bad people get away. So good on him. I mean, this is, this sort of bipolar behavior from other people is, it does my head in a bit, doesn't it? So, I have been like quite bothered and quite changed by this relationship experience, and just even kind of wondering about like divine intervention or whatever. Not that I truly believe in it, but I do look at things like, or otherwise I can just chalk it up to bad luck, It's just bad luck that I had this one bad thing happen, And then another bad thing happened. Like, they both worked together they collided together, you know, you just have like two, I don't know, it's like, here's another analogy. It's like you're being shot at and two bullets are coming towards you, but they're both going to miss if they got shot at different times. But since they got shot at the same time, they both hit each other, sort of bounce off each other, and they both go into you. It's just something like that. I don't know. I think a lot about analogies, you know, because I'm such a creative person. But anyway, that's just really all I gotta say about, like, just the relationship bullshit and my whole story. And I'm back on the dating scene, and it's just so horrible. I can't. Being on the dating scene is making me a misogynist. That's no good. I don't want to know many women, you know. I don't want to be interacting with this many women or people in general. I just want to be with one person. And if I ever get another girlfriend, boy, am I going to be careful, man. Just be quiet. Don't express yourself. Don't express yourself as a man in a relationship. Just shut up and keep it shut. Come on. Up you get there.